Hi, my name is Lebob. I'm just gonna resume the first part of the video that I started. What happened to me before God speaks to me. Okay, I believe stopped where I left the hospital and I came home. So after weeks at the hospital, I came home. As I was getting home, that was to find that my apartment was broken into. So there was people went inside my place. The door was not even locked, and yes, that the situation. So that was very scary, especially because 6 months prior to that, there was someone tried to break into my place while I was inside. I don't wish it to anybody. That is very stressful, that's scary. And it was 20 minutes, it's kicking, is pushing, is screaming, threatening my life. He's gonna kill me. And I never met this guy before. I don't know him. I don't know why he came to my door. I was sleeping. I was inside my apartment. He kept on knocking. I went to open. No. I went to look through the hole that's on the doors, and I saw that that was someone I never met before. So to keep the story short, I called the police, and the guy was there insisting, kicking, assaulting my door for 20 minutes. I called 911, and finally the police came. The guy got arrested, and that's very. It stays in your head, things like that. And now, 6 months later, I'm getting home, and my apartment was broken into. I'm still weak. I just had. At that point, I had 3 surgeries. So I just went through 3 surgeries. So I'm weak, and there I am. My apartment was broken into. I walked inside because I wasn't working and I was away for weeks. I couldn't pay my rent. There was an eviction notice waiting for me, so that was very stressful. And I sent a letter to my employer because I've been working. For my employer for I think over 5 years. So I sent them a letter. My only family member was in the US, sick. So I was alone. I sent them a beautiful letter explaining to them, listen, whatever happened, we can put it behind. I tried to reach out to you, nothing happened, but now I really need you. You said if I need help, to let you know, if I need something, to let you know. So here I am. I don't know how you can help me, but I don't have anyone, and I really need some help. I don't know how you can help me, but this is my situation. My fridge is empty. I don't have any money. I'm about to be kicked out. I just went through 3 surgeries. I don't know. And unfortunately, to me, I felt like I belong to a family because my employer is a big, big company. And to this day, they never responded to my email or nothing. They just, it's total silence. And what really hurt me is, I think a couple of days I needed to go back to the hospital. I had to call the ambulance again. The ambulance took me to the emergency, and I was under very powerful medication. So I was very weak. I didn't have the chance to eat when I was going, and I had to take the medication, the strong medication I was taking. At one point, I really started feeling dizzy, and I was at the emergency room, and I told the nurse, I explained to them that, I'm feeling this way because I didn't have anything. I didn't have the time to eat something before coming to the hospital. They say, well, why can't you buy, something at the machine? I explained to them, I don't have any money. I'm sorry, but I don't have any money. And the nurse asked me, you don't have a job? I explained to the nurse, I do have it, and that really hurt me because prior to a year before, no, yes, a few months before, I was working two jobs. I was working overnight jobs at the bank, and in the morning I will do my day job with my employer. So it was very hard, and I did it over a year just to support myself. And it was hard to find myself in that position where I don't have, even money to buy a sandwich to eat. And when I explained to them that, I was a school bus driver, there was a lady sitting there that felt sorry. She pulled $20. She said, here's, get yourself. I looked, I say, no, I still have decency, no, I say, I'll be fine, I did. But that really hurt me, to find myself, at a point where I don't even, have a few bucks to buy, something for myself. But that's what I was going through. And after that, I reached out to there was another incident. When I was at the hospital, I was very cold because hospitals are very cold. See the red cover that I have there, I got it from one of the employer I was working to when I was working two jobs. That was for a bank, and the bank was like a mile, away from the hospital where I was. I was very cold, and this red blanket that I had, because of the surgery, it became bloody and it became dirty. At the hospital, you can wash your clothes, and you can leave the hospital. So, and I didn't have anyone, so I was stuck with it. When it was so dirty, I said, I'm just gonna call my old employer, even if I don't work for them, but for me, they're like family, because I knew all the managers, all of them, because I worked there before for, I think, like 4 or 5 years. And I say, I'm just gonna reach out to them because I knew they had those type of blanket in their storage. They just sit there. I just needed one because I was so cold at the hospital. And I reached out to them and they never responded. That was very sad. I even woke up like one day because I used to work overnight shift. I woke up at 3 in the morning and I tried to call. I say, if I can reach one of my team members, our team was called the Dream Team. If I can reach one of my team members, I'm pretty sure, someone's gonna help me. And unfortunately, we have several call centers. Some call centers are located like in South America, and the call went there and they told me, no, we can transfer you, you have to follow the procedures and da. I tried to explain to them that I was at the hospital. The gentleman I spoke to told me, there are procedures we have to follow, sorry. So it's very sad. When I was at the hospital, I was all alone, and that was the situation. And then finally I needed because I was still sick. Even after I left the hospital, there was a nurse coming to take care of the wounds that if you see the mark here, they put a hole. They went from my nose all the way here to do this. I had two holes here, to take out the infection that was on the left side of my face. And the nurse had to come every day, for 2 months. Every single day the nurse was coming, so I was not able to work, and I applied for in Canada we call it EI, unemployment. When if you have a job, you are sick, there is a sickness benefits that you can the government can help you with. I reached out to Service Canada. They informed me that they don't have my record of employment. I reached out to my two employers because remember I told you I was working two jobs. So I reached out to the bank and to my employer. The bank within 2 years, within 2 days, they sent me my record of employment. My employer, they never sent my record of employment. And that was hard because without your hours and your pay rates, the Service Canada cannot pay you. They need that information. For a month, I keep sending, emails, and they are not responding at all. I don't know why they were doing that. And at one point, I even gave Service Canada. They told me, listen, give us a consent. We're going to reach out to your employer for your record of employment. I gave my consent to Service Canada. Service Canada reached out to my employer. To this very date, they never sent my hours. At one point, Service Canada had to find a different way to pay me, because I was on the verge of being evicted, and I needed help. I'm very thankful to my family, my sister Giselle. She was sending me money, to help me get some food, and then my other family members, at one point, after a month, they were like, "How are you living?" I say, "I'm just surviving." Then they start helping me, and until Service Canada start, my unemployment, my sickness benefits kicked in, and I start getting paid. To this very day, my employer never sent my record of employment. They never called once to see how you doing, how you feeling, and nothing at all. That's very sad. I don't think that that is the way to treat people. Your employers, even if we are just school bus drivers, but we are also human beings. During COVID, when everyone was staying at home, school bus drivers were out there, risking our lives, driving, Canadians' children to school. On my own, for example, I had 140 children from 3 different schools, to safely drive them to school, safely drive them home, and we were taking risks. Every day we are on the road, some of us have accident. We risk our lives, every day, to make sure that this country has a future. And what happened to me is unfortunate. Unfortunately, a lot of school bus drivers go through struggles, just like I went through, and that's very sad. And I also want to just clarify that what happened to me do not reflect, the society in Canada. Canada is it's the most beautiful, the best country in the world. The Ontario government is fantastic, is doing a great job. The Canadian government is doing a great job. Canadians are wonderful. And I'm very blessed, to live in this country. And I just hope there are things that we always can improve, to make things better. And that was important for me, because if that wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. I'm here because of God. I was dying, If you watch the first part, I couldn't breathe in the operating room during my second surgery. I was dying. I already saw myself exiting my physical body. So it's by the grace of God that I'm still here. And I'm very thankful to the Ottawa General Hospital. They saved my life. They went above and beyond to save my life. Thank you to the nurses. Thank you to the doctors, the people in the kitchen, the cook, the chef. You all are amazing. You wowed me. I'll never forget that. I would also like to thank my childhood friends, Jean-Claude Francois. I love you, brother. Tony and Tony and Tony's wife. I love you. Thank you very much. Olivier, Mimi, thank you very much. Sharon, Eleanor, thank you very much. And it's very important for me. Thank you so much for being there when I was struggling. So that's it about this will close this chapter. Shortly, I'm gonna start the live video at noon, and where I'm really gonna tell you the message. So don't miss it. Don't miss it, because God told me things. I was like, God, are you sure you want me to say that? And the Lord was, yes, you're gonna say it. Don't fear. You have to say it. So you're gonna finally hear what is the message that God has for the world. What is the message that the Lord Almighty God have for this generation? So don't miss it. About half an hour, I'm gonna start the live video, and I'm finally gonna tell you the story. Again, thank you to all the subscribers. God bless you. Keep sharing the video, like the video, leave some comments. That's gonna help the video to be for YouTube to share the video that will give more exposure to the video. So thank you very much. God bless you.